So I was talking to a friend the other day about KC Cup. He's new to the game, and he is thinking of competing for the first time in KC Cup Stage 2. And you know he's hoping. I mean, obviously, I think part of him wants to go to Worlds and all that, but I think even with the top 100 finish, he would be more than satisfied with that for his first KC Cup. Footage, by the way, is completely irrelevant. This is just a Rise advice. Gameplay is on the screen if I get boring, pretty much. But anyway, he's a good friend of mine. He knows that I used to be competitive in this game. I used to play in KC Cups. I've had top 100 finishes before, and he wanted some advice. And I thought, hey, why, that's actually a really good video idea, because there's one piece of advice I can give to anyone that's looking to compete in KC Cup Stage 2 specifically, and that is manage your tilt. And if you don't know what tilt is, basically when you are, when you have too much fatigue, or you're too tired, or you're upset at a play you made or a play that happened to you, and you keep dwelling on it, that is where the tilt comes in. You start playing worse, you're losing games that you should have won. Things of that nature is pretty much what I'm talking about, and what we're trying to avoid with this subject specifically. Now, becoming tilted, or getting to the point where you get, upset at the game, that's just natural. Some people happen more to them, some people happen less to them. It just comes down to your personality. There's nothing wrong with it actually happening. Where the problems rely is if you are unable to shake it off, and it continues on, and you start losing duelist points like crazy, because you're losing games that now you should be winning. So you might have had like a 60% win rate, and all of a sudden you're dropping to like a 40% win rate because you keep playing when you're in a mindset that you shouldn't be playing in, for the most part. That is what tilt is. Now, preventing tilt, obviously, if you win, every time you win, you're going to feel good, and you're going to, you're going to be untilted for a little bit. But we're talking about if you are, if you find yourself in a losing streak, if you find yourself, you just lost a game you should have won, and you're thinking about it like all day, stuff like that. And there's a few ways you can go about it. Me, personally, one of the most important ways I think a lot of people underestimate is having a plan for when you lose, right? So for me, when I did KC Cup, every time I lost a game, I would take anywhere from a 2 to 5 minute break, depending on how much of like a bad loss it was to me, right? Like if I got blown out, it's whatever. You can kind of ignore the blowouts. But if it was like a long, hard fought game, and then I lost it, yeah, I'm probably going to wait 5 minutes before queuing up again, Because here's the thing, I didn't play all 3 days. I played 2 days and made it into the top 100. If your goal is just top 100, it's actually really easy to break into it without having to no life all 3 games. You just have to be able to manage yourself for the most part, right? So for me, it was just about managing the losses. So if I lost a game, 2 to 5 minute break. If I lost 2 games in a row, that's when I'd be looking closer to like a 10-15 minute break, right? Like, okay, I just lost, a duel. I lost another duel. Now maybe I'm still a little tilted. Maybe I should wait a little bit. And then if I lost, a third game, that's what. All right, 30 minutes to an hour break. I'll come back to Duel Links when I completely forget what's going on. Right. The breaks, especially if you go do something else, something relaxing, or something else that you enjoy outside of Duel Links, helps you forget. Like, don't take a break and then go complain to someone about, oh my god, my hands are so shit, or go to Discord and complain. That's not taking a break. Taking a break means putting down Duel Links, putting down Discord, putting down everything, and then going to do something else. I have this mantra that I follow, that if I'm angry, just let me be angry for 20 minutes. Don't try to fix it. Just be angry for 20 minutes, 15 minutes, and then you feel so much better. You're good to go. Same idea with tilting. Let yourself be tilted for 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then once that time passes, you come back to Duel Links, you find yourself playing significantly better at that point. So that is a super, super major strategy that helped me a lot on my path, if you're looking for the number one thing that assisted me in doing that. Other than that, plan out your breaks and make sure to stay hydrated. Make sure, food, all that, that goes without saying, make sure to eat for the most part, right? But also keep in mind things like being able to sleep is still very important. Playing all 3 days is going to make you tilt at some point, right? Even Grucius, who we've had multiple interviews with on this channel, who's won KC Cup, has planned out his breaks and went to sleep, essentially. And, if you're not in a position where you can reliably rest and still make the whatever goal you have, top 10, top 100, whatever the goal may be, it might be time to just call that KC Cup and just say, okay, maybe I can't go for the full distance as KC Cup. Maybe I can just go, instead of top 10, I choose top 100 or something like that along those lines, right? Because sacrificing your health to then not even meet your goals is how a lot of people just end up quitting the game altogether. That's like the mega tilt. That's when you're just like, all right, I'm never playing Duel Links again. You don't want to get to that position. So just, don't only plan to play, plan your breaks as well, because it just wouldn't make any sense otherwise to be playing the game at that point. But anyway, those are pretty much my top tips for, placing well in KC Cup, getting rid of the tilt when it encroaches, how to avoid the tilt from the get-go, and just, stay healthy, guys. Don't no-life the tournament. If you plan on staying up, don't go past like 24 hours. Once you pass that point, then it gets a little risky for your health. Definitely make sure to take breaks, and definitely make sure, if you're losing, to make sure you take those breaks as well. That's going to be it for me. I'll see you guys for more KC Cup content. If there's any other pieces of advice you'd like, leave it down in the comments. Rise advice videos, people seem to like them a lot, so I'll keep making them as long as people like them. Peace out, boys.